Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator Rome, where we finally got a source of iron. So we are finally reinforcing our heavy infantry a little bit. We want to secure our own source of iron though, so going after Kush is still a high priority. Now I do want to take a quick look here and see how many... Is this part of Kush here? It is. So they have at least 3 provinces, or rather 3 cities that produce iron. So that would be huge for us. We need to finish annexing our vassal for that to happen though. So let's go ahead and pull this army up over this way in the terrain map mode. There we go. And then we can come up over here and maybe we can think about fighting these guys. I mean, they don't have any allies, so we could potentially very easily just fabricate a claim up here. We've got plenty of oratory power. We'd need to move our armies up, though. There's no doubt about that. So let's go ahead and move both armies up. And we'll just continue reinforcing and building up our maximum manpower for now. And in the meantime, up we go. I really want to colonize this city, though. In April 472, a Blemian tribesman following the Kemetic faith will have grown. It's interesting. Now, of course, this guy is currently doing cultural assimilation. We have 1.31 aggressive expansion and 0.12 tyranny currently. Both of those are going down relatively quickly. And overall, I mean, Rome is expanding. There's no doubt about that. It looks like we're going to have a Rome problem eventually that we're going to need to deal with. Because it looks like the Etruscans have pretty much thoroughly been assimilated at this point. And Rome is just going nuts over there. You know, as they do. Okay, so let's push on up over here with our armies. We're going to have, what, 20k each in these? What's the supply limits up here? Not bad, actually. Not bad at all. I'm okay with that. I still wonder where we can find our military, like our land force limit. Surely there's a land force limit here somewhere. I would have thought it would be... I mean, maybe there just isn't. They have 5 cohorts in their armies? Awkward. So yeah, maybe there just isn't a force limit. Which would be bizarre. But ultimately, I'm kind of okay with that. Just have it be based on how much can you afford. And the answer is we can afford more than what we've got. And we should maybe consider getting like 2 more armies. Not merc armies, but 2 more armies. For that to happen, we would want to have some heavy infantry. And we can apparently only build them around our capital. Which is intriguing. Okay. And then we can get some... I mean, what do we have in these? We have light cavalry and light infantry. I would kind of like to get some heavy cavalry. Which I believe is these. But we can't recruit those. Oh, we can. Just only down here. Okay, that's a little odd. And then for our archery, maybe we should do horse archers? I don't know. Or maybe we should just do regular archers. We'll do that. And then maybe like some chariots or some camels? What are camels good against? They're good against chariots, and they're good against horse archers and light infantry. Okay. So essentially camels are light cavalry that are... I don't know if those are better or not. We could get war elephants though. That'd be funny. We'd have to recruit down over here. There we go. And then we'll just get those units up. And we'll group them up over here and we'll hold that army in reserve. Okay. So yeah, I mean, we're going to attack Cyrenaica very soon. I keep wanting to add an I here, Cyrenaica, but it's actually just Cyrenaica? Cyrenaica? I'm not sure which. One of those. Also, that's a lot of city-states on Crete. Interesting. We may want to attack that eventually as well. Depending. Okay, the war elephants are still a long ways away. Our heavy cav are now up. So we're going to bring them up over here and group all of them together with our heavy infantry. Like so. I feel like I made a lot of heavy infantry, but whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? I think I made enough for 2 armies, but whatever. So we would be exporting what? Gemstones, and we would gain country civilization level, plus 2.5%. Sure, why not? Again, what could possibly go wrong? So I do desperately want... Wait, these heavy cavalry are infantry? Okay, whatever. I do desperately want to finish this annexation and attack Kush, because that's going to be mega important. And also consolidating this down here would be super good. But for right now, we're going to have to attack up over here. We don't really have an option on that front, unfortunately. So instead... Hang on a moment. I'm pretty sure that's not where Babylon goes. I'm reasonably certain that that's not where Babylon is. Whatever. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, let's go. Need to go ahead and get all of these guys grouped up over here. And we need to get our fighting armies up over here. This army, of course, is not yet ready to fight. Can we drill in this game? That'd be super nice if we could. An unwelcome gift. Nicocrean Philinid, a loyal servant of the state, yet a man of questionable aesthetic talent, has commissioned a statue in honor of Ptolemy Soter-Leged. Citizens gather from far and wide, and when the unveiling takes place, Nicocrean Philinid simply stands, arms folded, with a small smile plastered across his face, as the crowd collectively withdraws in abject terror. So, we could lose 10 popularity, or we could lose 5 popularity and cause this guy to lose a lot of loyalty. I think we can lose the popularity. We've been getting a lot of popularity lately. We can also call down an omen. And I feel like Blessing of Isis. That population growth, 0.15%. Like, I really like the population growth. I feel like later on in the game, that'll give us a pretty decent advantage. I don't know that for sure. This is, after all, my first time playing this game. But, we'll find out. So we'll group all of these guys together, and I really wish there was a way to drill these. I mean, you can reorganize them. Okay, that's actually an interesting thing. They would increase their movement speed would reduce substantially, and their reinforcement speed and army morale recovery would go up a lot, but their maintenance would go up a lot as well. But yeah, I don't think there's a way here to drill them. At least not yet. I imagine they'll be looking to add that. Okay, so we have 10,000 heavy infantry here. Actually, no. We have 5,000 heavy infantry, 5,000 archers. Our cavalry are on their way up. And our war elephants are still 6 months away. Okay, that's nice. So moving around when we don't have roads built is really slow. We should probably think about building roads. A road will be created from this location when the unit reaches its next location. This unit gains minus 20% morale, minus 90% army movement without roads, plus 120% maintenance cost until done with the action. So, for an army then, we want to essentially... I want to just get one unit here. So like this unit that is moving into here. So then theoretically, can we build road units? Oh, we need 10 subunits to build roads. Okay, that makes sense. Civic advances is greater than 6. Okay, so we don't have the tech to build roads yet. I gotcha. Sounds good. So we could then go ahead and probably... Oh, we've got a pop-up here. But first, let's go ahead and fabricate a claim on Cyrenaica here. And we're probably going to grab their highest pop province. There we go. And veterans due. After wars, toil, and hardship, it is with hopeful eyes that the veterans of our armies look towards retirement. A life of rural farming, with promised farmland often parceled out to the most deserving. Recent circumstances have led to great droves of our retiring soldiers clamoring for this quiet life, seeking counsel from their generals and leaders. Nicocree and Philinid has been appointed on behalf of our generals to negotiate a complex arrangement whereby we might assuage our tired veterans and yield to them some reward. We should be very wary of what might occur should we refuse. So, we do not have enough farmlands to please our veterans, but giving them what we have may assuage their anger. Or, we can bribe this guy, and our armies would be low morale, minus 10%. Or, yeah, everybody hates us. So, what is the actual drawback to doing this? We don't have enough farmlands to please our veterans, but giving them what we have may assuage their anger. It doesn't say what happens if we do this. Let's give it a go and see what ends up happening. If it's a bad thing, lesson learned. Oh, look at that. Carthage wants to import cloth. Sure. Plus 5% research points? Yeah, I'm happy with that. We are currently losing a lot of men to attrition each month. So there is that. We do need our war elephants to finish up. But we're primarily losing men to attrition because we are marching through these low supply limit areas. We're going to be getting up here, which is still low supply limit, but our manpower is going to be ticking down. We should maybe consider moving this unit here back over here-ish to someplace with an actual supply limit. These supply limits are so bad. Like, all the way back to there. That's rough. We're actually better off just pushing into their territory, now that I think about it. So yeah, in we go. This guy's currently disloyal. Why are you disloyal? Can I make friends with you? Maybe. His disloyalty just went down a bit. Okay, we now have our war elephants, so let's go ahead and move them on up. Of course, this army is not ready to fight yet, but should be fine. Making an impression. Our position offers many ways to publicly flatter Meleager Lagged, which of course is the guy that we're trying to make friends with. Careful praise of his deeds in the halls of government and among the notaries of our country will be sure to find its way back to his ears. Alternatively, a lavish sacrifice in his honor can hardly go ignored, and then again, few can spurn the gift of a public statue in their honor, particularly a flattering one. So we could lose 25 oratory power and make a moderate amount of progress towards befriending him. We could sacrifice a bull in his name and lose religious power for the same benefit. We could lose civic power for the same benefit. Or we could just do nothing. I feel like civic power is used for our research. Oratory power is used for our claims and such, for a lot of things, actually. So I feel like we're better off losing some religious power. if this is truly what we want to do. So let's go ahead and do that. Then I'm just going to have this guy go here. Yeah. Okay. Political ambitions. It's well known that Meleager Legate has been seeking a particular government office for some time. Until now, he's been passed over, unjustly, in favor of others. With a well-placed wold, actually, and some wrangling, we could achieve both Meleager aims and our own. They might want to consider checking this for typos. There's 2 in this sentence. So we could make him the Hierophant. We would gain 5 tyranny for that. Or we could just say no. And that's what we're going to do. I'm not too concerned about this guy after all. Okay, we are basically in position to declare this war, but we can get an invention. And I'm going to wait until this guy finishes walking in, which is right about now. Okay, let's go ahead and check what we can do here. Siege ability, heavy infantry discipline, trireme discipline, capital import routes, research points. Yeah, I like that. Civic tech investment, aggressive expansion impact reduction, tyranny reduction monthly, aggressive expansion change presumably monthly, primary culture happiness, omen duration, or national population growth. Nothing there really jumps out at me. I kind of feel like heavy infantry discipline would be super good. So we'll go ahead and grab that for now. Okay, and we should go ahead and declare this war. Right? He has no friends? He has no friends. Perfect. And we're just going to take it. All of it, if we can. This is not part of the same nation, right? Hang on. Is this all part of the same nation all the way up to here? Or are these uncolonized? It's Carthaginian culture. There's pops there. But they don't seem to be owned by anything. They should be Carthaginian, right? I mean, Carthage is there. I don't think they are Carthaginian. I have no idea who these belong to. I think they don't belong to anybody. That's a little weird. Well, we'll figure that out at another time. For right now, we need to declare this war. And there we go. We are at war. So there is a fort right here, right? Is there? There's not. Okay. We're going to kind of hoy this. And I'm just going to manually control these. However, it is time for a cut, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. Next episode, we are going to fight Cyrenaica, something like that, along those lines. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.